when they went down to the other half of the Old Firm. Our match commentator is Jock Brown.
Every player in that Rangers lineup was purchased from other clubs at a total cost of around £8 million, and there's no place for Kevin Drinkle while he considers a possible move to Coventry City. Davy Dodds is on the bench alongside Tom Cowan. Chris Woods misses his 7th game of the season because of that injured shoulder, so Bonnie Ginsberg retains his place in goal, looking for his 4th shutout in 7 games. And the young Israeli international has already shown how much he relishes playing before a big crowd. And the same applies to Ali McCoist, who missed the European Cup match against Bayern Munich through suspension in midweek. He's scored 8 goals this season despite being left on the bench on no fewer than 3 occasions. Hearts lost their opening match of the season to Celtic, but they've been undefeated in the league since, and they've also been freshened up by the introduction of the experienced Northern Ireland international David McCreery to their midfield. The careers of most players who leave Rangers are on a downward spiral, but not so for the Hearts skipper Dave McPherson, who's forced his way into the World Cup squad since his transfer from Ibrox 2 years ago for £325,000, and he killed off a possible big money transfer by signing a new contract at Tynecastle last week. Scott Crabb is the leading goal scorer for Hearts this season with 7 goals, and his coming of age has been a major factor in the club's excellent start to the season, keeping Yugoslav international Huzrev Muzovic on the sidelines. And the referee this afternoon is Mr. Mick McGinley from Clydebank. Well, Hearts struggled here at Ibrox last season. They haven't won for a period of some 18 months here, and that's despite some excellent spells of form. And they have the opportunity this afternoon to stabilise their position at the top of the table, just behind Aberdeen. Goes all the way through to Robertson. Here's McLaren. Now Walters. Butcher through the middle for Johnston, chested down for McCoist. Good play from Rangers. There's Ian Ferguson, now Stevens. Johnston, Ian Ferguson and McCoist making their way into the box. Gary Stevens gets it back. Fury steps in for Hearts. Here's Gary Mackay. Now Crabb. Tackled firmly by Butcher. Levine. Hearts having difficulties getting accurate passes from the back through midfield in the early stages of the match. McLaren turns it away again for a Rangers throw. This ball collected there by Wilkins. Here's Ian Ferguson. Appear to be pushed from the back by McCreery. And the free kick goes to Rangers. McCreery doing a marking job on Ian Ferguson in the early stages. Wilkins opening play up. Bounced off Trevor Stevens' right arm. The Hearts fans upset about no free kick being given. And there's a corner kick to Rangers. The first corner of the match. Richard Gough goes forward. He hasn't scored this season for Rangers. Trevor Stephen will take the corner kick. It's won by Levine. There's Cahoon. Crabb and Robertson left upfield by Hearts. The offside flag is up. Hearts pushing out very quickly indeed, marshalled by McPherson. Header by Gough. Kai turns it back for Levine. Good header down that by Stevens. Here's Stephen. McCoist in line as the pass was released. Flag was up instantly and the Rangers move is halted. Monroe's header, there's Walters. Johnston in a hurry for the throw. Has second thoughts, leaves it to Wilkins. Here's Stuart Monroe. Henry Smith coming to that. It's a very awkward ball. A collision there with Maurice Johnston, and there's no question Henry Smith was in trouble. When you see this ball come forward, Henry Smith was caught in two minds. He eventually came to the ball, collided there with Johnston, who certainly appeared to be blameless, although Hearts have the free kick. Butcher's header returned by Levine. There's Goff. Stephen to Stevens. Control from McCoist. It was overrun by Trevor Stephen. It's with Wilkins. There's Gary Stevens. Good running by Ian Ferguson, trying to get beyond McCreary. And McKinley turns the ball away for the throw. And both sets of midfield players finding it very difficult indeed to make an impact in the proceedings in a creative sense. Ball was over for the corner kick. McKinley clearly disagrees. And Richard Goff indicating that Stevens should wait until Butcher arrives to join him. Short one preferred this time to Walters. Here's Stephen. Headed away by McPherson. Another corner kick to Rangers. Well, a variation here from the corner kick. Taken short from Stephen to Walters, then the return pass. Good ball played across towards the far post area. McPherson is there for Hearts. So it's Trevor Stephen with the in-swinger this time. Butcher at the near post. Henry Smith appeared to be bumped as he came for that. He ran into McCoist. Chance for Johnston. Well, I think there would have been some major protest from Hearts had that gone in from Johnston. Well, the corner kick coming in, and there was Smith bumping into McCoist, misjudging the ball completely. And when it came across here from Butcher, Johnston had the chance on the volley. So treatment there for Ian Ferguson. Kirkwood's header on. Up goes Butcher. Just look at that crowd of players in the middle of the field. Cross header. McCoy's got a touch this time. He just got in front of Levine. Got into space there by McKinley. Robertson chases. Goes down in a tangle with Goff, and Hearts have the free kick. John Robertson certainly has presented something of a problem to Richard Goff in the early stages of the match. Got up well for high balls. He's been beavering away on the ground and has ruffled Goff on one or two occasions. There's Dave McPherson in the box. McLaren is also there. The free kick will have to be taken again because the wall had not retreated the full 10 yards. Tosh McKinley being told to wait until he has the authority of the referee to take the free kick. Taken this time by Kirkwood. And Butcher heads away. Ginsberg came for that. A misunderstanding between Ginsberg and Butcher. So Hearts still in possession. Crab couldn't make progress past Trevor Stephen, but Hearts have the throw. Rangers fans don't like that. Crab touching it back for Mackay. There's John Cahoon. Cahoon again. Now McKinley. Well, Stevens miscues completely with that clearance. Slicing it out for a Hearts throw. Here's Dave McPherson. He'll calm things down again for Hearts. That clearly is the Hearts policy, to take all the sting out of the proceedings early on, get some frustration percolating through the Rangers ranks. It certainly has affected their huge support already. There was an offside flag up against Maurice Johnston, who was slow coming back. So a free kick to Hearts. So here's Craig Levein now with the free kick. Up goes Butcher. Control from Crab. Cover was there from Stuart Monroe. Here's Levein. There's a foul by McCoist, and McCoist getting strangely irate about things. The referee will take some action about this, and there's no wonder. Here's Craig Levein winning the ball cleanly enough. There's the initial offence by McCoist. Then some carelessness, to be kind, as he trampled over Levein. Well, what has possessed Ali McCoist? McLaren with a free kick. An awkward one for Ginsberg. Robertson trying to make life difficult for him, but the keeper kept his eye on the ball. Confident goalkeeping. There's Ferguson, still handicapped by that left ankle injury. Back it goes via Gough to Ginsberg. Well, I don't think Ian Ferguson will take much further part in the proceedings, following that injury he took earlier on in the first half. Headed away by McKinley, and indeed Ferguson is going to depart. Off goes Ferguson, and the replacement, former Dundee United Neuchâtel Xamax and Aberdeen striker Davy Dodds. Dodds has gone straight into the midfield role vacated by Ferguson, making his Rangers first team debut after his £100,000 transfer earlier in the month. Butcher's challenge. McLaren through the middle. Crab was caught offside when the pass was released. So the entire match for the moment being played in a small band on each side of the halfway line, not making for a great spectacle for the fans. Dodds missed it, it's gone through to Stephen. Here's Maurice Johnston, the great chance! Johnston for Rangers, 34 minutes gone. And the goal coming about in the simplest fashion. The long ball played forward, Dodds missed it in the jump. Trevor Stephen, a neat little header on. Johnston going through, one touch, he got the ball beyond Henry Smith for his third goal for Rangers. Cahoon, not quite was what was intended, but Mackay finds McKinley. Stephen, Johnston going to flick inside, finds McCoist. Walters coming from the left as McCoist is sent spinning by McCready. Dave McCready now being spoken to by referee McGinley. Offered no complaint about the referee's decision. And it'll be a chance for Butcher and Davy Dodds to get into the box for Rangers. There's Trevor Stephen. Johnston gets up well. Here's Walters. Oh, that was superbly set up once again by Rangers. They've taken great heart from that opening goal from Johnston. Look at the pass Johnston lays on here for Walters, trying that on the drop and sending it over. This is Johnston. Wilkins plays it forward. There's no offside this time. It's a great chance for Rangers. Walters with McCoist inside. McCoist still with a chance on the tongue. Well, opportunities don't come any better than that. Mark Walters was clearly caught in two minds. There he was with McCoist, clean through on Henry Smith. Couldn't make up his mind what to do, whether to use McCoist or try to fly for goal himself. When he did, Smith was there, and McCoist couldn't get the ball on target. Well, that really could have made such an enormous difference to the match had a second gone in for Rangers just on the half-time whistle. Hearts will be mightily relieved about that, I'm sure. I think the chances of coming back from a 2-goal half-time deficit would have been remote. As it is, they will consider themselves still well in the game if they can go in at half-time one behind. There's the free kick from McLaren. Crabb helps it on. McLaren once again, and there goes the half-time whistle. Well, I wonder if Rangers will look to regret that miss just before half-time, with Walters and McCoist going through, but it was Maurice Johnston who broke the frustrating opening period up for Rangers. A fine goal in 34 minutes, the long ball forward, nodded through by Trevor Stephen, and Maurice Johnston found the far corner away from Henry Smith. So the half-time score at Ibrox is Rangers 1, Hearts 0. Rangers start the second half leading by 1-0, and Hearts, who played a containing game in the first half, early on in particular, now have to think about a major change in their approach if they're to save the match. That should make for more entertainment than the first half provided. Hearts have Eamon Bannon and Wayne Foster on the bench. They've made no change as yet. So the Rangers, I think, will be anxious to settle at the start of the second half and make sure there are no errors at the back in particular. Maurice Johnston will be very pleased to have scored that first half goal, bringing his tally for Rangers to 3. The victim of a late challenge there by Dave McPherson, but the foul was for the challenge on McCoist. McCreary in quickly, and Dave McCreary is in trouble for that challenge. It was Trevor Stephen who felt the full brunt of that. A short free kick played inside. There goes McCreary. He caught Trevor Stephen. Well, he did appear to play the ball first. The referee clearly thinks that was a bad tackle. He's taking the name of David McCreary, and that's the first booking of the match. Wilkins with the free kick. There goes Butcher. There was McCoist. You get in there in front of McPherson for the toe poke. There was Wilkins looking for the head of Terry Butcher, who didn't let him down. And it was McCoist at full stretch, just stabbing that away from McPherson and wide of goal. Goff's header. McKinley getting up well there with McCoist. Levine into space in the middle of the field. Dodds is there for Rangers now. Gary Stevens has possession. Wilkins to Trevor Stephen, a fine pass. And away from Bannon. There's McCoist. Well, that was a splendid move from Rangers. Stevens to Wilkins. That was a great ball inside Bannon. Then Stephen came inside his man. The left foot cross, and McCoist trying to play that to the far corner. Sends it wide. Oh, Bannon. The win again. Oh, a difficult shooting chance that for John Cahoon on the angle. But seemed to be determined to test Bonnie Ginsberg. Trevor Stevens' header, there's McPherson. Butcher winning it from Cahoon and doing the little Hearts number 7, no good at all. Here's John Robertson with a chance, going through the gap. Excellent goalkeeping from Ginsberg. But John Robertson for the first time getting a glimpse of goal as that ball was played through the gap. He's very accurate from this position. Ginsberg positioned himself well. Here's Bannon. Cowan is very quick to the ball there, but he has committed a foul. This is all to no avail. The whistle had gone, Levine is on the ground. So Tom Cowan clearly didn't hear the whistle, nor did many of the Rangers fans. There the ball played across by Bannon. Levine going to meet it. Challenge made by Cowan. He proceeded to the action to no avail. There is Mackay! Well, a fine shooting chance for Gary Mackay, and he wasn't far away. Good header by Dodds. Has to do it again. Down goes McCoy, took a blow in the face. McKinley. Played forward by Wilkins, but McCoy is still on the ground. Play continuing. Here's McPherson. McPherson playing it wide for Mackay. Josh McKinley supporting, and now the referee stops play. He is clearly concerned about McCoist. Dave McPherson protesting about that because Hearts were on the attack. So Ali McCoist has been lying there prostrate since he was involved in an incident here, going for the ball. There was McCoy challenging, and a collision there. It appeared to be the boot of Tom Cowan that caught him. Tom Cowan's boot caught McCoy. So a complete accident, and McCoy stretched out there. Really took a hefty blow. Tom Cowan comes over anxiously. We'll see how this happened again. It was Tom Cowan's boot which caught McCoy, no doubt about that. McCoy's back on his feet. He is to have recovered. He's still a shade groggy. No chance of Rangers making a substitution now. They've committed both men, Dodds and Cowan, to the fray already. The drop ball restarts the play. Here's Gary Stevens. Came off Bannon. Person goes up, and Wilkins jumping into Gary Mackay, and there's a bit of nastiness there involving Wilkins and Robertson as that free kick was taken quickly, and suddenly this game has become just a shade nasty. There's John Robertson going through. He's brought down at the edge of the box, and there's going to be trouble. The referee is going to take action against Richard Goff. Well, it's a lecture, not a booking. But here's the trouble initially. There's Wilkins holding the jersey of Robertson, who reacts angrily. Then Goff winning it, losing out to Bannon. There was Cahoon. Inside it goes to Robertson. And there's the tackle by Goff. Well, hectic action suddenly. The game bursting to life, but not really the kind of life the big crowd would like. Number of fouls. And now a great chance for Hearts for the equaliser from the set piece. Rangers have pulled everyone back into the box. Kirkwood trying to drive that through the wall. It's back now with McPherson. Charged down by Dodds. McCoy's back defending, so is Johnston. Here's McKinley. Gary Stevens lets that run. John Robertson cuts off the route to Ginsberg. Here's Bannon. McCreary. Bannon again. Here's Gary Mackay. Good play from Hearts. Now Cahoon. Square it goes to Kirkwood. And Cowan rushes the clearance. Hearts maintaining the pressure. Back now with Kirkwood. And a clumsy touch by Dave Kirkwood. Well, a player very anxious to do well against his former club. But that attempt at the cross didn't come off. Goff's clearance, and there was an infringement there. Free kick to Hearts. Ray Wilkins indicating that an elbow was raised by a Hearts player, and that's why he thinks the decision was wrong. So very little time left. Bannon plays it into the box. There's Levine. McCreary working hard. There's Gary Mackay. Lofting it forward. Levine challenges. Breaks back for Bannon. Now it's McKinley. Well, he had that with plenty of power, but Ginsberg had his body behind it, and that may well be the last chance for Hearts. Levine's presence made all the difference. Then Bannon found McKinley on the left, hitting this powerfully first time, and Ginsberg takes it well. And indeed, there goes the final whistle. Tosh McKinley's shot. The last incident of a game was really boiled up in the last 15 minutes or so. Until then was somewhat undistinguished, but it was Mo Johnston who separated the two teams with that fine piece of opportunism in the first half. Rangers over the piece, worthy of their victory. Hearts losing their second league match of the season, dropping back in the league race. McKinley